When you're a newbie to figuring out makeup yourself, what are the best go-to Holy Grail items that you need to buy for a sister or a best friend who is also just learning about makeup? Hey Sparkle Loves! So I have a sister who is trying to get a little more into makeup, and she's looking to me for a little advice, even though we have very, very different aesthetics. I found it a very fun and exciting challenge to help pick the right makeup for my sweet sister. When we got together for Christmas, I had a lot of color happening then too, and that is how she ended up asking me how I got into makeup and just wanted to play a little bit. And while the array of colors that I offer in my travel kit are fun and exciting, they are not for everyone. So a couple weeks later, she got hold of me and told me there was a Smashbox full exposure eyeshadow palette that she was obsessed with trying. And I told her no, because I had seen so many bad reviews on how powdery and just no color payoff that those were. So I picked some makeup for her. Sweet Stacy, I am sorry that these are getting to you late, but I pray that you enjoy them, and I pray they're better than whatever you've already got yourself. I could not help myself but to send her a little more than just an eyeshadow palette. So first thing, I went on to the Nordstrom Rack website and I ordered her some Luxie brushes, and I have learned not all makeup brushes are made equal. Definitely not. The Luxie brushes are really high rated, and I just couldn't throw in just eyeshadow. She had also asked me about eyeliner, and I don't have answers yet for a good eyeliner. I've been testing them, I haven't found any that I love, but I did hear really great reviews on Cargo eyeliner, I believe from Tati. Yeah, I was really excited to get this set. Eyeliners, multiple colors for her. They are supposed to be waterproof, good for the waterline, which she told me the eyeliner she tried came right off her waterline. So hopefully these are everything that the Glam Life Guru indicated they might be. I also got her one of these from TJ Maxx. Yeah, TJ Maxx. Japanesque. I found that a good stippling brush really helps distribute pretty bronzers, pretty powders across your face super softly and sweetly. I had these already wrapped up to send, and now I'm undoing them. My sweet sister is also really into skincare, so I'm sending her a couple Lancome. This is their Absolute Premier. It's a day cream with a little bit of SPF. I figure it's probably up her alley, and just something a little extra for her to try. Trying to send everything as USPS compliant as possible. I'm also sending her Soap & Glory's Wonder Bronzer. This is a really underrated. I think I've heard people talking about it before, but in a long time I haven't. Look how pretty that is. It's such a lovely bronzer, and just like a little wash of that will look so pretty on her and give her such a glow. I am sending her a hand-me-down, which is something that I actually tried a couple times, and I actually like it fine. I think it swatches really well, it looks good on the eyes, but it's a warmer color than I go for, and I think she's going to be into warm colors. But this is the Amy Nadine small eyeshadow palette. It's really pretty, but at the time I didn't realize that cool colors are what really work for me, and that I'm just never gonna reach for warm colors because they tend to look kind of muddy and jaundicey on someone with my skin complexion, but I think it might work really well for her. This is in no way a bad palette. In fact, it comes with a really great mirror, and it travels well, it carries well. I think it's a winner. She and I had discussed mascara primer. She tried one, she didn't think it was very good. I think a mascara primer can actually help a lot. I rarely use one, but I do think it works, so I'm sending her a sample of the Lancome Steel Booster XL. I think that this is the only primer that I've tried, but I noticed a notable difference in length and smudging and longevity when I wore this. So I am sending her a little bitty sample size Becca Opal. I'm sure that any of you who've shopped at Ulta in the last year at some point have gotten this. And the eyeshadow palette that I chose for her actually comes with primer, but I don't know if it's good primer or not because I haven't used it. So I am sending a MAC eyeshadow primer 24-hour extend eye base to go with it. This is the one that I like personally. I know a lot of other people are into Urban Decay, Primer Potion. I'm not. The MAC 24-hour eyeshadow base is the only primer that I've used that I really like so far. So that way she can try both and figure out if she likes them. I can't believe I've already packaged everything up so well. What was I doing? Oh man. Okay, so I clearly did not anticipate deciding to make a video out of this. I have already wrapped this up, and this is the best thing in the entire package. So sorry, I don't think I'm going to undo it, but it is the Lorac Pro Palette. And I packaged it so nicely. I cannot believe. I might get it out anyhow. Ooh. I've heard of too many different eyeshadow palettes crumbling in the mail, so I wrapped it really good. I don't want to undo it. The reason I chose the Lorac Pro Palette is because she was really interested in the Smashbox Full Exposure palette, which has a lovely neutral palette, but it's just not worth the money. So I told her, please don't make that mistake, and I ordered her this because it is buttery smooth. It is such good. This is the first time I've actually messed with the Lorac palettes. So lovely. It's really good, and I'm excited for her to get it. This is the MAC Prep and Prime, but I really wanted her to have the MAC Prep and Prime really mostly just in case she needed to spray a brush and really get one of those eyeshadow colors to pop a bit more. I think my favorite part of this, other than the makeup that I actually chose for her, is that I am sending it in an actual Sephora bag and putting it inside of the USPS box so that hopefully it'll feel a little more like she's getting a good experience. She currently lives in a small town, doesn't have access to a Sephora easily. So I'm trying to be her Sephora a little bit. So I need to get it in the mail to her very soon. So tell me about you. Have you used any of these items? Do you have a favorite neutral palette that is just like miracle for first time makeup wearers? And I'm already thinking about like the next palette she should get, something she would really like. And of course, I've got my eyes on a couple that I won't mention. But can you think of any products that you would get a sister or a best friend who is exploring makeup for the first time? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to hear from you in the comments. And if you have ever been the person who introduced someone in your life to makeup, let me know about it. I would love to hear that story. Or if you didn't get into makeup until you were a late bloomer in your life also, let me know who introduced you to makeup and what your first palette was. What was the first item that you had that made you love makeup and have fun? God bless you all. I love you, and I hope to see you again soon. There's a subscribe button right over there and right up here. You can hit the button above the description box, or you can click on my face right here